Hello everyone, I just wanted to put out a quick video about the MJ12bot and why I labeled it that it struck back. Well, it turns out that a dozen so of our clients had forgotten to block the MJ12 distributed search engine bot and wreaked all kinds of havoc and abused our resources, and we had to go through and do an investigation and help them out. A distributed search engine bot means, like here it says SETI at home, a node will download a bit of software from MJ12co.uk, and then their computer will go out and search for links on the web and then send those index results back to the mothership. The problem being is that it causes all kinds of abuse. Like I said, you can see here the input output. They had several spikes in the last 7 days, and the number of processes. So you get a process when you check for email, you get a process when someone visits your website. And so we set limits on our hosting packages, and on this level it was set to 20. And you can see here that the spikes relate to these faults, and those faults was because of this. Here's Majestic bot. Here's the Google bot. Here's the Bing bot. You can see they come in. They may come in minutes later, and everything is hunky dory, and resource usage is quite low. It was on May 8th, and I had to go through here in a finer detail to find out when these faults had occurred, and then access the logs. And you can see right about 8 o'clock, this bot started visiting. MJ12bot. And they began to rack up resources. They're hitting in about 1 second, once every 2 seconds, and they just keep on going and going and going. This bot between 8 o'clock and 8:40 managed to rack up about 200 hits. And 200 hits is a process per access. So, this one loads up. The page load may take about, 1.5, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds. And then it comes back and then hits another link and then another link. So about 200 hits. You can see it just keeps on going down. And MJ12 has gave you resources on how you can block the MJ12 bot. And what you have to do is create a robots.txt file in your home directory, or your doc root, or public HTML. You would specify the control of user agent and then MJ12bot, and pay attention to how it's spelt. There's mixed capitalization, so it's a capital M, capital J, 12, and then lowercase bot. And the control for that user agent is disallow with a capital D, a colon, a space, and a /. That's the key where you spot your question mark down at the bottom of your keyboard. So make or edit your robots.txt. And you see here, I just had to add this the other day for this client to block the MJ12 bot. So you would add that command into your robots.txt and then save it. So after I did that, you can see the resources started to come back down again, and the client will now say bandwidth and resource limits. Now, if you do want to have the Majestic bot come back in and index, you need to increase the crawl delay. And then that would be user agent, and you're specifying which one, and you're adding the command crawl hyphen delay, and it is mixed case, so make sure you got a capital C and a capital D as in Delta, and then the number of seconds. This one is still quite low. What the bot defaults to is 2 seconds, so I would even go maybe 10, 15 seconds between indexing, so it hits. Oops, wrong one. So it hits one of these links, because these are unique pages. So it'll hit this link here, and then wait for 10 seconds, and then come back, and then hit the next page, and then that will also help reduce process limits, because on a server, your page loads, the process is created, it's stored in memory, and then it takes less than a second for it to die out, unless you've got a keep alive on it, but it'll die out so that you have more available processes to handle the request. So you can add that crawl delay in there of 10 to 15 seconds instead of blocking the traffic. But honestly, I've never seen a conversion come from a Majestic 12 search result. So, to me, it's just a no-brainer to block this aggressive bot. It's not an evil bot. It's not something I would say is just totally useless. But it's not useless to e-commerce for the most part. So just go ahead and disable that user agent bot. And that's all I have.